kind of running into their bonus or their reserve time for a bit to figure out what they want to grab for this hero. And they pick up the Sand King. Nice. Quick point target stun. Very good against Shadow Demon. Just the way that he ended up working, like you just easily pop through each of those illusions and the Shadow Demon right off, as well as having the Sand King remains of you.
Only 10 seconds.
Another good point, if he does get Ags, your cost of finale does actually affect illusions for, I'm pretty sure, the full amount of damage, so it can be some serious hurt on whoever Shadow Demon actually puts inside of his disruption. Morphling is picked up as the response by the Dire. That's going to be the way they go for it. Morphling plus Morphling illusions that do have a lot of damage pushing up the tower. Possibly even a Manta coming out on the Morphling just to really up the ante there. Ban out for the Radiant next is the Huskar. Interesting choice for them because they have the Juggernaut already who can just ignore Huskar's leap by going cube. And there's a lot of physical damage from the Juggernaut already. I mean, it's okay. Like, I'm sure they have something in mind for the Huskar reason they want to come in. The OD coming out for the ban from the Dire makes sense for them just because they don't want to have to deal with OD insta-nuking down any Morphling illusions. That extra, with that bonus damage he gets off of his orb. And the ban out next for the Radiant is the Axe. Interesting decision. They ban out the Axe because they want to go with the Shadow Demon. They could pick it themselves because it's really good against Shadow Demon, but not the direction they choose to go for it. Oh, and the Ancient Apparition. That is going to be... that's a direct Morphling counter there. They just want to make sure they get that debuff onto Morphling while he's trying to morph something, and he'll instantly die. If you silence him while he's morphing strength and get the AA ult off onto him, he will die, like 100 times out of 100. And so the Riki is picked up, so that would be why they banned out the Ogre in the first phase. Go ahead and take it. They did also ban out the Caudle. Caudle Blast is really good at clearing illusions. It's probably the extent of the Riki. Phantom Assassin is picked up next by the Radiant. I gotta say, so far, I'm really favoring Dire's team. I think they have a good setup. Riki, of course, is fantastic against AA, and it may even have been a bait into the AA pick by Mr. November, because you see the classic anti-Riki supports banned out right away, and then Morphling picked up baiting the AA pick, and Riki just eats AA. So, well drafted on Mr. November's part, if that is the case. Well drafted regardless, like, he has a really good team versus theirs. Let's see, what do you want to pick up right now? So I'm going to guess that it's an off-lane Riki, since having a roaming Riki with a Shadow Demon would make you sort of have a really weak. Although you are going to be against something less, I mean, you're probably not going to have a very strong laning opponent, because it's not really the sort of game where you're going to see dual lanes with the A and a Sand King. And Puck is picked up from mid lane. Not something you see very much anymore at all. I still love the hero. So much fun to watch, so much fun to play. All the close calls and the work you can just do with that silence early. So that is going to be the call for the Dire. I will say Puck isn't particularly strong against any of these heroes. However, I think Puck matches up well with the heroes that Dire have for themselves. So the Faceless Void is then banned out by the Dire. Interesting. I mean, I can see where Faceless plus Puck could be a combo that, like, do, but I don't think it's really all that strong. Obviously, the classic combo is the Puck Caudle. You just Dream Coil them and then push them away. But the Skywrath is going to be the ban out choice. They're worried about a mid Sky, it looks like. I absolutely love mid Skywrath. I think it's the best way to play him, and the only place that he's good, especially after the Mega Nerfs that came out with the ED and Pilot Eye Skywrath era. In peace. 5 seconds. But we're gonna see move into the reserve time for the Dyers to pick up their, the Dwyer, as Mr. November thinks of what he wants to have for his final hero in this lineup. So they have their mid and their safe lane, and they need either a roaming pair with the Shadow Demon or an off lane. I think PooNaNi fits in both of those roles. I think PooNaNi could be really good in general for this. The only real, like, obviously, PooNaNi Shadow Demon, always. Farms up quite well. Is really going to be the only hero that's going to take really extensive use of the jungle on her team early on, and yeah, that's exactly what they're going to go for.
Radiant team are now picking.
So it is still in question whether it's going to be a support or a offlane Mirana, and whether it's going to be a roaming or an offlane Riki. Either option is fine, and the Slaughter is picked up. So there are actually 2.5 BKB heroes on the Radiant side, which obviously, BKB counters PooNaNi ridiculously hard. Oh, and Mr. November is picking up PooNaNi, so given that he drafted, hypractvChpmunk is definitely on a support for Shadow Demon. Devilesk is going to be safe lane. Ikkan-sei was the mid player last game, I think. Or no, he was the offlane player last game. So there's going to be, I think, an offlane Riki and a roaming PooNaNi.
Everyone prepared?
Ooh, that's a cool here. Aw, 3 little puppies. Or a calf and a dragonling and pony? I don't know. Anyway, we can go ahead and introduce the heroes. Let's get this as the traditional pregame pause comes out. We can go ahead and see Memes Cookie will be playing excuse me, on the Phantom Assassin in the off lane. Interesting.
Once again,
Fabi will be playing on, I assume, the mid Juggernaut once again. Was it him last time? No, last time he was on mid Invoker. I presume he'll be in the mid regardless. Erock, I suppose, will be going safe lane, although he might be going mid because he just got pulled at Tango. Blake will be playing the support. I know this one. Yeah, the support Ancient Apparition, and Archangel will be playing the probably roaming Sand King, potentially just jungling after he gets his level 3. Meanwhile, on the Dire side, we have a little less confusing in the lanes. We have an off-lane PooNaNi being played by Mr. November. We have Ikkan-sei playing a roaming Riki, mid-puck being played by PooNaNi, safe lane Farmer being played by Devilesk on that Morph lane, and hypractvChpmunk will be playing the support Shadow Demon. And it's going to be at least we know how one team lines up. So Erock might be mid here. Could be Cookie.
begin the digital sports.
Ikkan-sei. So Erock just. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a mid slaughter. I think that's probably okay. Like if Erock does get gone on by Ikkan-sei like that, then he can just Slithering Crush. Probably not really a waste. Erock will be able to get some easy early last hits off of that at the very least. So we'll see however that goes down in the mid lane. Ikkan-sei throwing down just a casual sentry, making sure that he's not visible and won't be. Was there a sentry down? Might have been a sentry down, and Ikkan-sei just destroyed it right away. Early first blood going out onto the Shadow Demon. Looks like with the Blightstone, yeah, full Agi is not the way to go to a lane versus a lane with this hero. Of course, he's probably expecting the off lane. Oh, here's where he's gonna go. There's gonna be now stun out onto Erock, or Ikkan-sei by Erock, but Erock's taking a lot of damage, especially with that phase or the haste, and you have to salve up afterward. After PooNaNi gets in position to just hammer him from the high ground. Devilesk now still healing up off that Tango, but I'm not sure he's going to be able to stay in lane very effectively. I mean, one dagger does like quarter of his HP. Of course, if Cookie takes like 9 hits to right clicks, then who knows. And now Ikkan-sei has moved to the area. Devilesk is going to get stunned up by Archangel, who also has the caustic finale. Cookie is trying to run away from Ikkan-sei, which is actually working for him. Cookie is slightly faster. 310 versus 290. But he doesn't know what direction really to go, I guess. He can just run away right now. If Puck comes up to the high ground, then he'll be totally fine. This is the weirdest chase. Next 2 more right clicks onto him. And now Puck's headed up here. There's the Blink Strike. One more. The Blink Strike away, and yeah, now he's able to get himself killed off by a neutral. So that's unsure what he was hoping for from the start, but he was able to finally get it there in the end. Devilesk, meanwhile, was able to get a couple last hits in the lane with that, while his opponents were being more than marginally distracted. First couple last hits actually managed to pick up, but he did just get clicked by Archangel. There's going to be the dagger on the hypractvChpmunk, but oh no, there's a stun as well. There was an attempted kill onto Archangel as well there, but he's just able to salve it. Oh no, he gets right clicked up by a creep. He's got to be really salty about that one. A lot of heroes really sitting low right now. If we take a look in the off lane, we have Mr. November getting a good amount of XP here. Has just managed to pick up his level 3. Nice Starfall icon. I wonder what that looks like once he ends up using it. Probably is attached to his bow. And Pulsar, and that's cool. Devilesk is really struggling for the farm right now. 6-1 is lower than his off lane. A lot of that is just sort of testament to the strength of this lane out of the Radiant side. There's going to be now the blink forward onto Devilesk. He is warping over to strength and has to waveform out even so. PooNaNi, meanwhile, is gonna, angle himself up a bit. Erock, very low in HP, is forced all the way back home. We'll pick up his boots in a TP and head back out. Mr. November, meanwhile, has just picked up his level 4. Fabi also at level 4, so relatively even on the XP in this context. Blake B. You do a pretty significant amount of damage. Oh, there's going to be now the arrow as well as the double starfall, and that'll be the end of one hero. Not going to be the end of Mr. November, able to leap himself away afterwards. Not quite fast enough rotation from Fabi there, so. Able to get just a nice, the first kill for the Dire team on the map from the off lane. Now it looks like there's going to be a hasted puck along with a Riki coming up. 4 heroes right up here to try and make something happen. Cookie is going to throw out his dagger. Has no one to blink to right now. He's going to be silenced, but actually the silence misses, unfortunately. Oh, it's only 0.75 seconds. It did do damage. So now he's going to try to get himself away. He is going to go down to the right click. Unable to get any evasion procs there, unfortunately for him. However, Diane, Storm, gosh, Shadowman did die on the other side. Archangel X trying to get away. One more right click will kill him. Actually, he's just going to go ahead and die to the dot from Corp of Venom. Always a shame when you see that. So, a good turnaround instead of kills by the Dire side for their rotations, but it's really going to cost them in terms of the last hits, or in terms of farm. Take a look at the last hits. Just about, we're going to see the top 3 farmers be all on the side to last hits, rather. But Erock is able to catch up. I don't know, Erock is able to really accelerate his farm away out of that, and yeah, now he's the top 3 farmers, both all being on the Radiant side. There's going to be an attempt at a stun there, but PooNaNi's able to get himself away with that orb. Erock now just farming under the tower. He's going to have to deal with this with Riki. He's able to get his ult off and right-click the Riki once, but there's a TP coming out from Shadow Demon, and now Erock knows he has to back away. However, hypractvChpmunk is able to go ahead and get the body blocks off with his illusions as well, but he isn't going to miss that 4th, whoops, is going to miss that 4th hit. 2nd? 3rd? I don't know. The name was actually blocking out the number. I suppose I could look down here. Devilesk, meanwhile, is farming up the jungle now. That's the best that he's really able to get out, unfortunately. Just the strength of that dual lane. Completely forcing him away. AA dying incredibly quickly to an Omni Slash. Not even an Omni Slash, just ridiculous crits. Oh, and a rotation from Phantom Assassin, maybe? I'm not even sure. He just died, though. The Phantom Assassin came to protect him, so did Riki kill him? I don't know. I entirely missed what he died to.
I owe you one.
Killed by neutrals. Potom did. So it must have been the like an arrow into Starstorm or something.
Being attacked.
And I saw 3 really quick right clicks down. Looks like Fabi taking a lot of damage to creeps, and he's just gonna get right click down, but he gets killed by a neutral. If we go ahead and take a look at mid lane, Erock is gonna go down to some right clicks. He's able to hasten himself away for the moment, but he should die. Yeah, right now. I guess it was fine right click for the puck actually. I thought it was gonna be the Shadow Poison. But Cookie blinking in, trying to go on the puck, he's going to get instantly disrupted up, and not able to really make that happen. Shadow even making some really big plays here in the mid lane with his disruption and Shadow Poison. Mr. November, meanwhile, has picked up his level 6, is going for the leap over the ult, and that's entirely reasonable, honestly. And Devilesk now has picked up a ring of Basilius finally here at 7 minutes. He is so far down in the dumps right now. He can't even stay around because, yeah, he just takes so much damage because the AoE on that Caustic Finale is so huge. Devilesk had to wait for him away. So even with this Orb in and Silence from Archangel, yeah, he's going to go on to Devilesk here. Right click him once, twice. He is going to have some right clicks go down. Mercanto is in the area. Devilesk is going to have to... he tried to wait for him away, but random mana just... No, he did never have it. But he is going to end up going down to rotation of the Riki as well. Aya dying once again over here. Probably to a bottom. Yeah, to a bottom. hypractvChpmunk is going to get stunned up. And Cookie now blinking in. Oh, and there's going to be the right click finally out from Erock. Cookie, though, is going to get stunned up out of a Shadow Shaman disruption with the arrow. Erock having to run away here. He's got a bottle charge. He might try to get that off, but nah, he's not able to get any regen out of it. But he is fast enough to just move up away. There's the leap forward. They can't really make anything happen. There's going to be the ult. A little slow there on the phase shift. And a final right click. What a chaotic fight over here. Jesus. How did that even... They have everything here? I guess... That, yeah, was very much in favor of the Radiant side. Yeah, it was, because they killed the Shadow Demon. They... Yeah, and they killed the Potom, and they killed the Puck. So yeah, definitely totally in favor. It was just such a weirdly long, drawn-out, chaotic fight. But now Devilesk finally has some peace, pretty quickly able to get up his Aquila after that Basti came out a few moments ago. PooNaNi has his Veil up, dodging the arrow. Pulling off the creature to silence where that tower can take it down. Mr. November harassing out the Juggernaut. It really is a testament to the strength of the Potom right now that even with the Ags nerf, like, it doesn't even matter just because you're so adept at harassing out whoever the hell you want. And he's gonna get sent up here now though, and that might be sufficient to hold him in place long enough to make it happen. Yeah, and he's gonna end up dying to the Ancient Apparition right clicks. With the Chilling Touch and a little bit of salt coming out from AA as he finally manages to deal with that Potom who's been the bane of his life for this game. PooNaNi killing off the creeps with that Veil. I really like the Veil Rush on Puck. Even over the Blink Rush, I'm gonna say, because you're just able to push out waves so much more effectively. I know that the Blink Rush gives you, you know, obviously the ability that you want to be able to survive really well, but I think that the Veil just gives you not just farm potential, but survivability. I mean, it gives you, what, like 8 armor and 200 HP or something? Yeah, 7 armor, well, 6 and 6/7 armor, and a bunch of strength and extra regen. There's a kill onto the Riki, probably to, okay, there's going to be the... no Veil, unfortunately, for the very start of it. There's going to be the AO coming out, though, onto Mr. November. He's going to end up dying, I'm sure. One more. Yep, he's going to end up dying, and Ancient Apparition got that. Cookie coming in to try to make something happen. There's going to be now the TP in from hypractvChpmunk. There is no Blink available. I'm going to try to get the illusions, do some damage to Cookie there, but Cookie just running himself away. Interesting. He has... Oh, right, Orb isn't an Orb anymore. Right, so you can have Oob and Blightstone, it doesn't matter.
Dire's middle tower taking damage.
So overall, I'd say that's probably in favor of the Dire. Dagger did end up hitting on Lindley and a blink forward as well as the blink forward from Erock, showing that blink for the first time. He's going to get the crush off. Oh my god, the Veil plus the orb damage plus the Riki coming in from the backside, just destroying Erock, now stuck in between a creep and a Riki. He's going to phase himself through with this Q, but oh, it doesn't even matter. He's just going to die to the nukes now that he had to use his sprint away. Devilesk there just pinging to be let out by the Riki. Meanwhile, mid lane is being pushed up by Fabi, who is pulling the creeps away. A little curious decision by the Dire here to go ahead and try to defend that mid tower rather than just taking a bottom tower. I don't think they really needed to rotate anyone to make that happen, but I do hear a Puck using an ult over here. Fabi just going ahead and walking away from it and using a spin to dodge the damage from the Puck. He's going to try to get his ult off here, but it just doesn't matter. He's going to get silenced up right away. Walking away. Does have maybe enough time to have gotten his ult off. There's going to be Archangel used his ult, but unable to really get away. Mr. Remember using an arrow to hold him in place. He's going to get stunned up though. Archangel doing some right click damage. There's going to be the Veil out and the the final right click and Starstorm out. Oh, Starstorm from bottom and right click out from Puck to finish him off.
Radiant's bottom tower under fire. Dire's middle tower taking damage.
You want to go ahead and take a look.
Bottom tower is being attacked.
Midas is coming for Blake. Eventually. Go ahead and look here at Erock. He has his blink. Not a whole lot else up yet. He did end up dying after showing his blink before. Unfortunately, not even able to get that Puck kill. I think when he did show it. We're gonna see a deny come out from. Oh, excuse me. There's going to be another blink forward by Erock onto Ikkan-sei, but they have no other vision or detection. There's going to be the dust. He is seen. He blink strikes himself away, and there's 4 heroes in the area. There's going to be the Juggernaut Omni Slash. Riki's able to get the Silence Cloud off, but it's not enough. He tries to use his ult as well. And now there's going to be the dodge by Morphling of the damage from the AA Blast, but he's morphing strength. Don't do that. Okay, now he can morph strength and try to come back in. There's going to be Blake being held in place. And Puck finally killing him off with the silence and the orb. Erock, there are 3 heroes converging onto PooNaNi there. Right clicks by the PA. Archangel does have his stun up. Oh no, he doesn't have a stun up for a while. He's going to go ahead and pop the Puck ult away. Puck's going to retreat. There's only 2 Radiant heroes left alive, and they're still being gone on here. There's going to be the blink forward and the stun on Devilesk by Archangel, who should end up dying here. Oh no, they're going to right click onto Archangel, and he's going to go down. Now there's going to be, though, Mr. November finally coming back in, and they will finally take down the last remaining Radiant hero. So, overall, 2 for 5. Very much in favor of the Dire team.
Radiant's middle tower is taking damage.
I tried an AA Blast. I expect that hit. No, it didn't hit Fabi. Did it hit the Reef? Maybe he was trying to hit the base. That must have been trying to hit the base.
Radiant's top tower is under siege.
So a little bit of damage coming on the top tower doesn't really matter. Riki's scouting out over here. The courier, he A-clicked for the courier and it hit his enemy instead. There's gonna be now the dust coming out. He's gonna have to move away. Puck ult comes through and just a really hugely fast trade. Riki dying for the PA, definitely in favor of the Radiant or Dire to start out. And they're actually able to turn this around quite well. They have 3 heroes down so far. There's going to be the disruption onto Erock, but now both heroes are going to be silenced up here. Plenty of HP still left in the Puck. There's going to be now the Veil coming out if Puck's able to survive for a few more moments. And there's going to actually be the full 5-man wipe once again with the rotation in from Devilesk and the phase shift on Puck, holding him for long enough to survive, or helping him survive long enough to make that happen. Yeah, 2 horribly lost team fights in a row. There is just so much in and out and back and forth on both of these teams here. It's really hard to keep track of them all in the fights.
Radiant's middle tower is taking damage.
But now we're going to see instantly a Silence Cloud come out for the TP for Ikkan-sei, and the Yules finally comes out for Puck, so
Bottom tower
has Blink Yule's was that a blink away? No, it was not. He just was able to get away fine. Now we see the Blink Yule's Veil right off. There's going to be now the Blink forward after the orb was used offensively, but it doesn't matter. There's just so much armor. There's going to be the Silence Cloud coming out. Puck able to bounce away. And Archangel not wanting to sit into the tower to make this happen, so Puck able to get himself out with the Q, seeing it looks like the AA Blast coming through on the minimap, and does dodge that deftly. But now this mid tower might actually go down. Nice return to power for, maybe not actually, there's going to be a Silence Cloud and Wasted Dust, so now Riki knows he's safe to go in for the moment. There's going to be the blink forward by Erock. They're going to get right away the Omni Slash on to pop on a hypractvChpmunk. There's not going to be any disruptions in this fight. They did lose the PA over here? I entirely missed how that happened. There's going to be the Yules up now onto Erock, who is going to get silenced up. A is going to go down on the back line, ends up dying to a Potom, who he does get his ult off onto. It doesn't really matter. She has Ags at this point as well. There's the Arrow trying to go onto... No, not trying really anything. GG just got called. Yeah. Such strong team fight capacity here by the Dire side. And yeah, this does end up standing. Well played by both teams. A bit shorter this time, but a lot of back and forth right off until it just decisively moved in favor of the Dire team with, I would say, the strength of their draft. I think this game was entirely an out... Well, not like 95% an out draft. Hope you enjoyed. You can watch these in-game on the RD2L in-house ticket or on my Twitch stream at twitch.tv/knifefan in 720p, or the morning after, day after on youtube.com/knifefan, where I upload the 1080p version as well. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.